3ds Max has a material control that creates the effect of something giving off light. The setting is called self-illumination, and it can be used in a wide variety of applications. From lighting up a flashlight or lamp light bulb, to maybe something like a neon sign that you might see while driving around town, or the brake lights on your car as you slow down to read that sign. To show you how it works, I'll be using a file named self-illumination. You can find it in the Working Files folder for this chapter. Our goal will be to see if we can't get the bulb in the lamp to look as if it's been turned on. Now, it's important to know that the Material Editor's self-illumination setting doesn't actually make the object that it's been applied to emit light from its surface. The effect is merely meant to give the impression that something is lit. Hence the name, self-illumination. As a side note, 3ds Max does offer several other ways to make something in a scene appear to give off light or glow, other than simply adding self-illumination into a material. But with the scope of this fundamentals title being what it is, we'll have to save that for another day. Okay, if we render our scene, we'll see that the lamp already has a light yellow material applied to the bulb. Let's pull that skin into the Material Editor and we'll see if we can't make a few changes. We'll close the rendered window, then type M to open up the Material Editor. Now, using the eyedropper just to the left of the material naming field, we can access the bulb from the scene. Now, the bulb is part of a multi-sub-object material. You can see the way things are broken down looking below the sample slots. What I'd like to do is make a copy of the bulb material on each of the 2 sample slots directly to the right of the material. To do that, we'll grab the bulb material name about halfway down in the editor, and we'll drag that to a clean sample slot. When the option box opens, we'll change the method to copy. Let's do that one more time, going back to the original material and dragging the bulb part of that material to the far right top slot. Again, when you get it there, you'll choose Copy from the dialog. Okay, let's now activate a floating active shade render window so we can best view our results. To do that, we'll hold down the Teapot Render command on the right-hand side of the toolbar, and from the drop-down list, we'll choose the last icon down, which is the active shade. Now, back in the Material Editor, let's select that middle bulb material. To the right of the color swatches, directly above opacity, you'll see the self-illumination control. Let's change that self-illumination value to 50. With a higher setting, you'll see the material now with a little bit brighter of a look. Let's now add that material to the scene, using the Put to Scene icon on the far left side of the horizontal row of icons. After clicking the button, you'll see the results in the rendered window. Let's now take the third light bulb material, the one on the top right, and we'll change its self-illumination to 100. Once we've done that, we'll return to the Put Material to Scene button on the horizontal row far left. Now, the fully self-illuminated material definitely makes the bulb appear brighter, but it does come with a drawback. Self-illumination eliminates the ambient component in a material. You'll remember that as the area of the material that isn't hit by light. Taking out the unlit area dramatically reduces the level of contrast in the material. So we might want to take the self-illumination down just a bit from where it's currently at to get a little more of our 3D look back. Let's take that self-illum number down to 75. So there you go, a light bulb that now appears to be giving off little light. Now, I also said something about using self-illumination for creating the effect of a glowing neon sign. Let's see if we can't pull something like that off real quick. With the active shade closed and your mouse back in the viewport, right-click, choosing Unhide All. Now, holding down the Control key, we'll select both parts of our lamp. That's the base and the bulb. Once you have those selected, we'll right-click again, this time choosing Hide Selection. Okay, go ahead and close the Materials Editor just for a moment so we can see the text on the screen. If we now reactivate the active shade, we'll see the text is certainly visible, but in no way glowing or lit up. Let's close the render for just a moment and we'll reopen our Material Editor. To get the red text material into the editor, we'll select a clean sample ball and eyedrop the material in. Okay, now we can go back and reactivate our active shade. Back in the Material Editor, to create the effect of an illuminated neon sign, Let's now take the red material's self-illumination to 100. There you go, quick and easy. So there's the material editor's self-illumination control. Next time you have something in your scene that needs to appear to be giving off light, you know the setting that can get the job done. I'm going to go ahead and save this out as self-illumination completed if you'd like to take a look.